History Test, Unit 1, Test B. Number 1. Why do historians divide the past into eras? A. Historical eras are not helpful to historians, only to students. B. Historical eras make history more confusing to students. Or C. Eras are meant to help study events in history by creating periods of time with distinct characteristics. Use the exhibit below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. In Table 1, nomadic or permanent societies. Lots of interaction between man and the environment. Undisturbed land. In Table 2, establishment of Catholic missions, towns, and ranches. Continuing conflict between Spain and France. Establishment of San Antonio in 1718. In Table 3, European exploration and contact with native Texans. Search for gold. Spain and France race to claim land. Pineda maps the Texas coast. Question 2. Which historical era is described in box 1? B. Spanish colonial. C. The Age of Oil. Or D. Natural Texas and its people. Which of the following tribes would most likely depended upon irrigating farming? A. Humano. C. Apaches. D. Comanches. Question 4. Why did many of the native Texan groups farm in the coastal plains region? B. They were unable to fish. C. It fit their nomadic lifestyle. D. Rainfall in this region was plentiful. Use the information below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. Is the highest of several mountain ranges in western Texas. It looks from the distance just like a big rock sticking out of the plain, but it is also a fantastic place full of unique plants. The highest point is the highest mountain in the Texas at 8,749 feet. What can be inferred using the quote above? A. The north central plains is prone to drought, no rain. C. The highest point in Texas is located in the mountain and basins region. Or D. The population of the Great Plains is higher than the coastal plains. Use the information below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. Pine forests, most amount of rain, or lowest elevation. Question 6. Which region is described in the above box? A. Coastal plains. C. Great Plains. Or D. Mountains and basins. Number 7. How did weather and climate have an effect on native Texan groups? A. A lack of rain meant the Gulf Coast groups had to follow the herds of buffalo. B. Plenty of rain meant the Puebloan groups could build cabins made from pine trees. Or C. A large amount of rain allowed the southeastern groups to build permanent dwellings and farms. Use the exhibit below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. Statement 1. Yesterday I feasted on the dinner of fish, clams, and oysters that I had caught myself. Statement 2. After we gathered all the crops from the fields, we helped a young couple build their shelter. Statement 3. Today we are on the move. The buffalo have left the area and we must follow them. Or Statement 4. My house has stayed cool this warm season. The adobe has really helped me protect us from the heat. Which statement above could be made by a tribe in the Gulf Coast culture area? Statement 1, A, C, Statement 3, or D, Statement 4? Which of the above statements best infers a nomadic culture? Statement 1, A, B, Statement 2, or C, Statement 3? Number 10. What is one physical characteristic of the Great Plains region? A, it is one of the flattest places on Earth. B, it is heavily forested. Or D, it is located on the coast. Use the exhibit below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. Box number 1. Lived in adobe, relied on irrigation, and grew cotton. Box number 2. Lived in grass lodges, farmed for most of their food, and made pottery. Which of the following statements is true about the tribes represented in Box 1 and Box 2? B. Neither of the tribes is nomadic. C. Both of the tribes live on the plains. Or D. Neither of the tribes farmed crops. Use the exhibit below and your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. The tribes were constantly following the migrating buffalo. Dwellings, or their homes, were easily taken apart to carry on journeys. Horses made a primary mode of transportation. Number 12. Which sentence provides the best title for the box above? A. Ways of life that led the southeastern Cadios to become a successful tribe. C. Lifestyle adaptations by the Plains tribes due to the environment. Or D. Reasons for the small population of native Texans in the mountains and basins region. Number 13. As you travel from east to west across the state of Texas, A. Rainfall amounts do not change. C. Rainfall amounts decrease. Or D. Not enough information is known to determine an increase or decrease. Question 14. What is an example of a primary document / source? A. A dictionary. C. An autobiography. Or D. A bibliography. We the people of the United States. What type of source is the above picture an example of? A. A secondary source. B. A primary source. Or D. A subordinate source. The picture is a copy of the Declaration of Independence. Directions for questions 23 through 25. Mark if each of the following is a primary source, P, or secondary source, S. 16. A private journal from Hernan Cortez. Number 17. A photograph of a family vacation. Number 18. A current magazine article of why San Antonio de Valero was built. End of test.